Hey everyone, Sarah here from Garden Gate Health. So it's been a little while since I've done a food demo and I thought of a really easy, good one to share for summer. It's actually a breakfast parfait and it's totally different than your usual parfait. It's not white cake and ice cream and that sort of thing. So this is a really awesome, healthy version for brekkie, and breakfast is super, super important, and it's definitely an area where I see people drop the ball too. So this one's really, really easy to make. We're going to make a vegan one, and then we're going to use regular yogurt for half as well. So we'll talk about the benefits of the different types of yogurt out there and some things to be careful of. But yeah, so what I've done is we only need a few ingredients. Buckwheat groats, so you might not be familiar with those, we'll be talking about that. A fresh fruit or frozen fruit of choice, and I'm using hemp hearts as well, and some nuts or seeds of choice too. So today we have some pumpkin seeds. So what I did with the buckwheat is I pre-cooked it ahead of time and it's cooling. A lot of you might not be familiar with buckwheat, but it's a wonderful pseudo cereal. It's actually a seed and it's quite nutritious. Definitely something you want to be putting in your diet daily. It helps, not daily, but regularly. You might actually be familiar with buckwheat pancakes, that sort of thing, but it's been known to prevent cancer. Really, really amazing for the cardiovascular system. It's rich in carbohydrate for sure, but in summer, in warmer temperatures, or for those who exercise, carbs are really easy to utilize and really, really important. So this is a great carbohydrate and protein-rich breakfast too. It's a balanced little meal. But yeah, buckwheat's wonderful. So what we're going to do is put a scoop in each of the jars. So I'm going to do the vegan ones blue. Blue for antioxidants, I thought. So a little scoop there. And yeah, I really, really love buckwheat. I make bread out of it, these breakfast parfaits, a couple different types of bread. So, and it's not related to wheat whatsoever. It's a grain-like seed, not related, and completely gluten-free as well. So that is helpful for some folks. And you can buy organic or not. It's quite sensitive. It doesn't like being grown with any kind of pesticide, so it's up to you and your comfort level if you want to buy organic or not. But actually, I'll show you what it looks like. So here's some dried. It's a teeny tiny little seed. So if you can see that, it's a triangular-like seed, and it's also called buckwheat groats. So yeah, and then cooked, they're soft. And you cook them like you would rice. They're quite easy to cook. They take about 20 minutes to get soft. About 1.5 cups of water per cup, and then you want to cook it with the lid on as you would rice. And it's also helpful to add cinnamon or basil, but cinnamon would be more appropriate here, to help with carbohydrate-rich meals too. It helps with blood sugar balance. So usually I cook this buckwheat with a little bit of cinnamon as well. So there we go. So, and I counted the calories way back when, once it's all assembled, and it's about 250 calories per cup, so that's not too bad. And then seeing how we're making breakfast, I like to cover a few of the basics with, or bases with breakfast for sure. So I always like to put an omega-3 rich food there. So hemp hearts, chia seeds, flax meal, or walnuts would be how you would do that. So I put a heaping tablespoon in each jar. And then if we're going to use a vegan yogurt such as coconut, it would be lower in protein. So this would help cover your protein needs as well, give it a protein bump. And the seeds do as well a little. So everyone gets a good spoonful of that. And for ladies too, hemp hearts are a great source of iron. So yeah, I love this little meal. I probably shared it way back then, but not for a while. I was doing it for some women's cooking classes a little while ago, and the ladies would have me out and we would make another batch for the week. It was so cool. Yeah, that was awesome. And we use different fruit each time too. So anyway, we're done with the buckwheat, and I'm going to definitely be making some more. I like to do things in batches of 7, so I have one for each day of the week, so it's nice and handy. And then once these are all assembled, all you would do is put them in the freezer and then take them out before bed. So then you're committed to eating it and starting your day off right. So next, it really doesn't matter how you want to assemble these, but let's do the fruit. Today I'm going to use fresh strawberries. Something like that. And seeing how I am going to be freezing these, you want to make sure you leave a little bit of room at the top so the jars don't crack. So you could also use blueberries. Blueberries would be wonderful and also help with blood sugar balance. And when we add berries and buckwheat together too, we improve its cancer fighting properties. So that's considered a dynamic duo in the nutrition world. Walnuts as well too would be a great combination. So oh, these are pretty. And then we're going to add our yogurt. So yogurt is quite a loaded subject. It's definitely something a nutritionist gets asked about a lot. So the main thing with yogurt is I like to buy plain. So 1 teaspoon of sugar is equal to 4 grams. And some of these servings of yogurt have up to 4 or 5 teaspoons, so that's something to watch out for sure. Definitely want to be checking the label. So today we're going to use an unsweetened coconut yogurt. So I'm going to put that on the top of my vegan ones. So lower in protein, but as far as pros and cons of these different types of yogurt, the calcium content in dairy will also inhibit the antioxidant activity. So it really is good, even if you do eat dairy, to alternate anyways, to make the most of the plant properties too, right? And then the benefits of using dairy is, of course, the protein that it has. So it's a good source of protein, but definitely you want to be buying plain for sure. You could after that add your own bit of maple syrup or fresh fruit, something like that. That'd be a much healthier option. Don't want no white sugar. So pretty. I love the blue jars. Yeah, not everyone in my family is vegan, so it's kind of, I was thinking this is kind of brilliant to be able to separate what is what. Yeah. So, and then last but not least, I'm going to put a big scoop of pumpkin seeds on top. And adding nuts and seeds is an excellent way to prevent heart disease. So I'd like to see people do that regularly. And pumpkin seeds are a personal favorite. They're also high in magnesium and zinc. And in processed foods, these are really, really important minerals. And in processed foods, 80% vanish. So that's quite significant. And pumpkin seeds are a great source of both. So those guys are done. Oh, they're gorgeous. Let's see if you guys can see. Yeah. And after that, we're just going to put a lid on and then pop them in the freezer. Maybe keep a couple out for the next couple days. But now I'm going to put this aside. Yeah, so there's so many types of yogurt. I picked up 2 types of coconut yogurt. There's also almond now, cashew, you name it. So these ones I'm going to use regular dairy. So dairy can be quite, this could be quite a big, a good serving of, or source of protein for people. But like I said, then you really inhibit the antioxidant activity. So it's up to you. You could also add Vega or something to your groats if you needed to, or your vegan yogurt if you want to bump up the protein. But yeah, if it's breakfast, I do like to see some form of protein there for sure. And then that is that. So then I'm going to add the pumpkin seeds again. These are a joy to eat just because they're so pretty. And then after you freeze them and then they thaw, the color just runs. It's so pretty. Yeah. So this would be a great breakfast, but also great for after a run or something, or exercise as well, especially if you're using the Greek yogurt, because it would be a better source of protein. But yeah, really, really good for the cardiovascular system. So I love buckwheat for that. Buckwheat is amazing. And it's really not expensive either. I think a little bag runs you $5-6, and I make more than I think I'd make 10 to 12 probably. And then, yeah. So then there you go. Oh, it's busy out there today. Yeah. Yeah, these freeze really good. And in the summertime too, when it's warmer, we can get away with using carbohydrates a little bit more. And same for those people who exercise too. So this is a great breakfast option for the summer if you are tired of your smushy oats. So yeah, so there you have it. Really easy breakfast. I don't know how long this video will wind up being, but super probably short and simple, and it really just took minutes to make. It's just a matter of making your buckwheat and letting it cool and then putting these things together. So hope you guys like that, and hope you're all doing well. And if there's another recipe or topic you'd like me to cover, please let me know. And yeah, take care. Talk soon. Bye.